Hello Rebel and welcome back to my life. So this video is a part 2 of my discussion about Discord viewed through the framework of internet feudalism. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'll stick a link right up there to go view that. So to quickly summarize last week's video, one reason Discord is analogous to feudalism is that Discord servers are completely isolated from each other, which is different from how most social media works. And in each server, the server owner and the admins are given absolute control over that server. They're able to make the rules as whatever they want, and they're free to enforce those rules as they see fit. This leads to interesting issues with running your server that, again, you just don't see on most social media platforms, and every server owner, or baron, is going to handle these issues in a different way. What's interesting to me about this is that this framework of the baron in total control of their barony is not just a way to run your Discord server, it is the absolute truth of Discord as a whole. The entire power of a server is irrevocably always in the hands of a single person. There is no way to create a true democracy or any other system of control on a server. Of course, you can invite feedback from your community, and you should. You can let them vote on how things should go, what rooms should be added or removed from your server, and on codes of conduct. But at the end of the day, their votes don't mean anything unless you, the server owner, enact them. Members of a server can say what they want, but they have literally zero actual power to enact what they want. In this sense, Discord server owners actually have more power over their domain than an actual real-life baron. Like, if the peasantry doesn't enjoy the way their baron runs things, they can always, hit him over the head with a brick and try to take over. That's not possible on Discord. As I said last week, if you don't like the way a Discord server is run, your only option is self-imposed exile, leaving the server and never coming back. So this can be an uncomfortable way to think about the time you spend on Discord. It's uncomfortable to me as the owner of a Discord server. And to be clear, none of this is to say that Discord is inherently bad or evil or that anyone should feel bad for spending time there. I'm not saying that Discord is a platform that's rife with abuse or harmful. Right now, my Discord server is literally my favorite place on the internet. I spend more time there than anywhere else. I even spend more time there than I spend watching YouTube. I don't think that the power dynamics and imbalances are as bad on Discord as they were in real-life medieval feudalism, what with not having all of the physical violence. But still, everything that we're discussing here are facts about Discord. The system exists a certain way, and I think it benefits us to look at the way the system is built and the way we want to use it, especially if we want it to remain a cool place that we enjoy spending our time in. So to wrap this subject up, there's one more aspect of the Discord as feudalism thought process that we haven't touched on yet, and that's the economic exchange of it. Because feudalism, of course, was an economic system, as well as a political and social one. Economic value was created by commoners and funneled towards their lords, who in turn funneled it to a king. In a best-case situation, which, let's be clear, still isn't an ideal one, the lords and kings provided compensation for this economic value in the form of armies to protect those who served them, and infrastructure such as roads and other construction projects that served the public good. Though again, this was only in the best case scenario. A lot of times that didn't happen, and even when it did, lords and kings still collected far more economic value than they returned to the people, as evidenced by the fact that, they were rich and the peasantry wasn't. And when the nobility didn't even live up to this base standard of exchange with their people, those people had no recourse, because all of the capacity for physical violence, or most of it, was in the hands of the nobility. Alright, let's tone it down a bit. As we've seen, Discord is not as bad as actual real-life feudalism. The power dynamics and imbalance might function mostly in the same way, but they don't function to the same degree. But there is still an exchange going on between server owners and server members, and I think that exchange is one of community. Server members bring a community, a group of people united by common interest or common purpose, and who share a common identity to one degree or another. Even if that common identity is as simple as, yes, I have also read a book of Underrealm, never not marketing. And in exchange, I think server owners have a responsibility to run the server in a way that fosters that community. They should have a set of rules or values that make the server a better place, and they should enforce those rules in a way that does the least harm while promoting the greatest sense of togetherness and unity among the server members. And in a best case scenario, this can actually be a tremendous benefit because all the server members enjoy the rewards. The community they create is not just for the server owner, but for each other as well. And if a server owner doesn't do their part to make the server an awesome place, they can expect everyone to just, leave. And they have no army of trained knights to wrangle the server members up and force them to stay. Although that's a hilarious scenario to think about. So on the overall scoreboard, Discord won, real-life feudalism, negative a million. But there is still a power imbalance in this relationship, right? Because server members bring a sense of community and contribute that to the server owner, and the server owner really just provides a place to hang out, which costs literally nothing in terms of time or more money to maintain. And what about that single method of recourse that server members have? Voluntarily choosing to exile themselves from a server that no longer serves them. Well, in that case, the server member can actually be losing quite a lot. They can be losing a community, maybe a group of real friends who contribute meaningfully to their life, their mental health, or whatever else. And yet the server owner loses almost nothing if a single server member leaves. They lose a minuscule percentage of the community that has been built in their space, but that's it. Of course, if all the server members leave, the server owner loses everything, but that is itself an imbalance. All the server members may be on equal footing with the server owner, but the server owner has vastly more power in the relationship than any one server member. Again, I'm not saying this means Discord is bad or you should avoid it, but these are the facts of the matter, and I think it's important to just recognize and think with them. Now, there is another part of the economical side of Discord feudalism, and it's one we haven't touched on yet at all. This is the other half of the economic exchange. We've talked about the server members and the server owners, but what about the server owners and Discord itself? Because make no mistake, if server owners are the land barons in this equation, then Discord itself is the king. And in this case, the king is providing value. That value is the infrastructure of Discord itself, the actual computer program, the hosting and online storage that keeps the whole system running. But what value are we, the server owners, giving back to Discord? What are we providing them that is of greater value than what they're giving us? Because remember, the system is based on most of the value flowing upwards, especially since this system was birthed straight from capitalism. We, the server owners, are giving Discord users. We are using Discord's infrastructure to create cool spaces to hang out, and then we are bringing people into those spaces. Those people don't necessarily belong to Discord in the strictest sense, but they don't exactly not belong to Discord either. And this, in fact, is the main way that Discord, for all its differences, is actually just like every form of social media that we've seen before, except it's actually even more clever. Because when Facebook and Twitter started out, they had to do all the hard work of creating a cool place to hang out. And once they made a cool place to hang out, cool people started hanging out there, and then other people followed them in. Discord doesn't create a cool place to hang out. They make us do it. They give us the infrastructure, but we do the work. And in exchange, we're giving them a user base. And for now, that doesn't seem like much, but it didn't seem like much with Facebook either, until they created their advertising platform and changed all the rules so that your Facebook page only shows up to your followers if you pay Facebook for that privilege. It would be silly of us to imagine that the same thing won't happen with Discord someday in some form. And then, hopefully, some new platform will come along and offer the next alternative, and the whole cycle will start all over again. If you're a member of various Discord servers, remember that the owners of those servers are definitely getting something out of your relationship. Don't feel bad or meek or like you owe them anything. You are contributing a great deal to server owners, and they owe it to you to give something back. At the very least, you should expect your server owners to be grateful that you're there. I am. I am so incredibly happy about every single person who chooses to spend time in my server. And all of this overthinking that I've been doing about Discord lately hasn't made me less grateful. It's made me more grateful. It's made me realize, holy crap, this is actually really great. I'm so happy everyone is here. Like I said, it's currently my favorite place on the entire internet, and I'm going to work hard to do my part to make sure my server remains a cool place for you to hang out. And if you're a server owner, remember that you are, in a sense, working for Discord. You are providing them value, and collectively, we are providing them a tremendous amount of value. That's fine. It's okay for us to do this while the relationship is fair and we feel like we're getting as much as we're giving. But don't forget that we are as powerless to Discord the company as our server members are to us, because with the snap of their fingers, they can change anything they want to. Again, just don't feel overly meek or powerless before them. They may seem to hold all the cards in the relationship, but they'd be nothing without all of us there contributing to the ecosystem. And that is everything I have to say about Discord. As you can probably tell, I've been thinking about this a lot for the last several months, and it felt really good to be able to just do a good brain dump for you. If you want to hang out in my Discord server, I hope you'll check it out. I've worked very hard to make it a cool place, so come on by, tell me how you think I'm doing as your local land baron, link in the doobly-doo. And please, drop me a comment down below. I want to know what you think about all this. Do you like Discord? Does it annoy you? Are there ways you wish it would change? Let me know in the comments. That's all I've got for you today, Rebel. I want to give an extra special shout out to my supporters on Patreon who are scrolling below my face. If you want to be one of those awesome and incredibly attractive individuals, click on the Patreon link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Friday. Bye!